welcome back to Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews. If you're new here on this channel, I share with you delightful, family-friendly, and faith-based movies and television shows. Y'all know how we start out every video. We gotta do our little check-in. I gotta check on y'all. I gotta see what's going on with y'all. But also myself, I do try to give y'all a little update and try not to veer off too much. I don't want to take up too much of your time. But one of the things I want to say is I'm very, very excited. I always say that, but it's the truth. I'm very excited to be spending this time with y'all. I always feel so amazing when I set out to do something and I actually do it. I actually pull through with it, come through with it. That is always a blessing to me, and it just encourages me to keep going. So yes, we hung out yesterday and here we are. We're right back here at the same time. And that's another thing I'm trying to do, so you all, because I know when I watch channels, okay, story time. Okay, I know when I watch channels, on YouTube channels, one of the things that keeps me coming back, if that creator is consistent and I can know what to expect, like I know that their video is going to be coming on, I'm going to get a new video every evening or every whatever, every something. It could be every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at a certain time. Or I know around a certain hour it's gonna drop. Number one, I'm in expectation. I'm waiting for it. And number two, I feel good because I know that this channel is dependable. That I know at some point, and of course we know things happen in life, but I know that if I don't get it at that particular time on that particular day from that creator, that something came up, and I'm gonna be on the lookout because I know something's gonna drop soon. And so when when I observe that and know that about myself and actually notice that that's what I'm doing, I'm like, okay, beloved, I need to be like that. I need to be very consistent to the point where you all know exactly what days the videos are gonna drop and around what times. And so right now we are in the 4 p.m. zone, whatever that looks like for wherever you are, whether it's Eastern Standard, Central Standard, all of that. Wherever you are, I'm looking to drop videos that, for me, that's what I set out to do. And I'm gonna put it also in the description for those of you who may not everybody may watch this video. So, and I'm not gonna say this every video. So I'm looking to drop videos around 4 p.m. That's what I'm aiming towards. So whatever 4 p.m. looks like for you in your time zone, that is usually around the time throughout the week. Weekends, I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be around 4 p.m. as well, because I was thinking, because sometimes it's different. Like sometimes some of y'all watch more videos maybe in the morning or more in the evening on weekends. I really don't know, and at this point I feel like it's irrelevant because it doesn't even seem like it's really even consistent on your part as far as what I can see in the YouTube studio, like exactly around what times, the hours that you all are on here or like that. So I figured I gotta be the one on my end to be as consistent as possible. So I'm looking whatever days throughout the week and on weekends, it would be 4 p.m. and I'm looking to put out videos, and I'm saying this, and this is the schedule that I'm purposing to keep, you know, and that is gonna be Monday through Saturday. No, Monday. All right, today is Sunday. I'm recording. I know y'all gonna be seeing this on Wednesday. Y'all ain't gonna be seeing it on Sunday, but I'm thinking, okay, y'all bear with me. I'm going through my thoughts as I'm talking with y'all. All right. Because I do believe in having some kind of rest day. And so I'm thinking my rest day would be on Saturday. So Sunday through Friday would be the times that I would aim to drop videos at 4 p.m. Okay, so look forward to those. Y'all can hang out with me around that time. Y'all know, okay, beloved, this is when she do it. This is what's happening. This is when it goes down. Okay. I wanted to let y'all know, especially for those of you who I know who enjoy the channel, enjoy hanging out with me and talking all things movie, television, wholesome, friendly, family friendly, faith-based, all that good stuff. We are all here for it. So yes, that is the schedule as of right now. If there's any changes, you know, I will let you know in a video and on a post, or you can see it in the description. I try to be as very keep you all in the know, okay? Well, you know what's coming. You know the coming attractions. And if there are any surprises, trust me, there are good surprises and you're going to want to be surprised, okay? But, okay, we're going to go ahead and get started with our special feature. Oh, no. I forgot to ask you how y'all doing. How you doing, girls? How you doing? How you doing, all right? What is happening? Any blessings, all right? Anything? I know you got one right off the top. You watching this video, you are live. God still has a plan for you, a purpose and a plan. So it's on and popping, okay? You can tell me all about it in the comments and all that good stuff. So I'm so excited for you in that zone. And please know that you are the apple of God's eye. You are his favorite girl, all right? He loves you. So that is always a blessing to know that and to think on, to know that there's someone who loves you unconditionally, who exists from even before time began. So wherever you go, he is right there, okay? We just gotta say that. We gotta put that out there. We gotta be mindful of these things and keep these things in our remembrance, because it's easy to forget about it. It's easy to kind of get in your little feelings when certain things may not go your way, or you rather see certain things happen a certain way, or disappointments and all those different things that kind of just come with living, you know? So it's nice to be reminded of the good things that we know that ain't gonna change. Like, he ain't gonna leave nor forsake us. We are the apple of his eye. We are his favorite girls, okay? He love you from everlasting to everlasting, all right? I just got to tell you that. I had to tell you that, all right? We had to remind you of that, okay? But anyways, yes, drop it in the comments. How you doing? How were you a blessing to someone, or was someone a blessing to you today? What ways that God showed up for you, letting you know that, hey, I am here for you. I'm in love with you. You my baby. You my best girl. What ways that he showed up for you? And you like, I know that was God. Nobody can tell me that was not him who did this or who did that. Or maybe he spoke to you through someone. When someone smiled at you, and you were like, oh, wow. It was God, okay? Whatever it is, drop it in the comments. I know I threw some little things out there just to get your mind thinking, because sometimes things can just happen throughout the day. I know it has happened to me. Certain things can happen throughout the day, and in the moment, you're like, okay, I know that was God. And then hours go by, and it's almost like you forgot, especially if you didn't write it down, because it's like so much stuff happened throughout the day. So I want to encourage you to be mindful of his presence, to practice his presence, and to write it down if you have to, so you can always go back and look at it and be like, okay, I'm not alone here. God ain't forget about me here, regardless of how I'm feeling or what I'm seeing. All right, look what he did over there. Look what he did over there, okay? I just want to put that out there. But yes, as far as me, I'm very, very excited to be hanging out with y'all. Super, super happy. Like, seriously, this is what I enjoy doing. It's one of my favorite things, hanging out with y'all, telling y'all about these movies, television shows, all this good stuff. Yeah, and hopefully to be a blessing and encouragement to you. Hopefully you walk away from this channel every single time either smiling or laughing, and in expectation or running to the arms of the Lord by picking up that Bible. Like, okay, I need to sit up on him. I need to sit right here. Okay, I need to hear what he got. I need to hear what he got to say. Okay. But yes, we're gonna go ahead and get started with our special feature today, which is titled "It Was Always You." Ain't that song? We were just talking about this, okay? It was always you. It was. But yeah, it's okay. Let me tell y'all what this film is about. It is streaming right now on Hallmark Plus. Okay, yeah. Okay, a woman's engagement plans get thrown into disarray when her fiance's free-spirited brother returns home. Now, before I decide here, one of the things that got my attention, I was like, I have to see what is going on with this film, is the main actress here, Erin. I'm not going to mention her last name because I do not want to brutally mess it up, okay? Forgive me. But y'all know from When Calls to Heart, all that cute stuff that Erin plays on. She is amazing. I just love her as an actress. She just gives off that innocence, that inner beauty. It's just something like the way that she plays these roles. She brings such a tenderness, such a heartwarming spirit to the roles that she plays in this space. And so I just enjoy it, and I just can't wait to get into this. And here she plays Elizabeth, and she goes by Lizzie for short. For those of of us, us, it really is us. I'm in here too. Okay, for those of us who watch her grew up in a sense, and we're like really close in her friend circle, family circle, she is Lizzie to us. Okay. And she is engaged to be married to George. And her and George, they kind of grew up together. And yeah, they have a little bit of history. On paper, it looks like they are a perfect match. They go together. They are both kind of like organized, like laid out their plans, carried through with their plans, whether they went to college, what they studied. They have this dentist practice, dentry practice, something. Okay, they dentists, okay? And they own their own, well, I don't know if they own it, but what they work really in. So they always going to conferences with dentist stuff and all of that stuff I don't really know nothing about, okay? Because that's not my world. But at the same time, George loves it. He gets a kick out of going to these conferences. He gets a kick out of everything being business-like and just being so A to B to C to D and that type of thing. And there are some people out there who really enjoy that about another person being that way, because usually people like that are much more reliable. They're dependable. You know what to expect from them. They are... yeah, they kind of do the same thing every day. And for some people that works for them, because you don't like surprises. You like to know, be able to predict their next move. And I get it. In relationships, that works for some people. And then there are other people where you do appreciate that aspect, but every now and then you want a little bit of spice. You want a little bit of fun, a little bit of spontaneous type of deal. That's what I mean by spice. Something that on the whim, we're like, okay, let's try this different restaurant. Let's go skydiving. Let's go hiking. Let's go swimming with the dolphins or whatever. Something that's just out of nowhere. Or you come up with these creative ideas that you can kind of get lost in a moment and recapture whatever it was that brought you all together. There are some people who are more like that. And Erin, you would think a person would look at her, even George would think that she's so much like him. But you start to see little elements of her from what she says and how she says it, and how she just kind of, when she comes up with an idea, George easily kind of puts it down in a way like, you know, that's not us. That's not how we do things. And you can see that little bit of disappointment, but she doesn't stay in that moment long. She kind of gets back on that wavelength with him because, like I said, they are engaged and she knows on paper it works. This is what works. So it has to work. I don't know why I'm feeling this way, but maybe my feelings would change because it's so perfect. It looks so perfect on paper. So she cannot get past that how amazing they look there. But when they both go back home and George gets distracted, he kind of gets stranded across the bridge because this big storm happens. So they have a little bit of separation there. Yes, they're communicating through the phone and different stuff like that, but that's pretty much how it is. And George doesn't seem to be bothered by this is what is going on. And they're supposed to be back home making plans for the wedding, getting things together and participating together and coming up with these wonderful ideas together. And there don't seem to be much togetherness here. Lizzie seems to be kind of left out to do her own thing and struggling to kind of gather these things together. And it's like, what is the fun in this? There's no fun to do it by yourself. You want to have like a team of people, like your friends or even your fiance. You want him to participate. Yeah, you want certain things to be a surprise to him, but you want him to participate a little bit, to contribute, whether it's the music or the colors, something. But yeah, George don't seem to be really on that much. He doesn't seem to be like, it's not a big deal. Yes, we're gonna get married, but it's all right. Whatever works. And he doesn't seem to be that much engaged in it. However, when his brother comes home, and Lizzie grew up with his brother as well, and his brother is a little bit more free-spirited. His brother can be what Lizzie would think is annoying and frustrating because he's so, in a lot of ways, unpredictable. He's such a straight shooter where he says whatever it is and he challenges her, which is what George doesn't do. And it makes Lizzie kind of question why she feels the way that she feels. Why did she take the path that she took? Why did she make the choices that she made? Nobody really made her think about these things. But David, I'm about to say George. Okay, David, the brother here, he makes her really think about her moves and why she's the person that she is, and what if the person that she became is not the person that she was supposed to be? What if she's forcing herself to be this way for George? Who is the true Lizzie? And he reminds her of these things by certain things that he kept from their childhood, things that she never even thought about. that she probably thought she lost, or you just don't think about certain things from your childhood, especially when you done been so far away from it. You don't think about, the little letters or little lists that you wrote out as you were a little girl, like your dreams, what you wanted to do, where you wanted to go, and all of these different things. David, I have to look at the screen, make sure I remember his name. Yeah, David he captured all of these things. He kept them in a book, hoping that she would find these things one day. He didn't force it, but he kept all of these things all over the years. And so throughout their journey together, he's helping her along with the wedding, helping her pick out the music and different things. And he's volunteering his time, as annoying and frustrating as he can be, because he like I said, he makes you really think about who you are and why you're who you are, and all that. He makes you think about the why, and that for some people that can be annoying, especially the way that he tends to do it. And on top of that, he is like a big kid. He's adventurous. He doesn't mind trying new things. He doesn't mind enjoying every moment, capturing every moment, and making the best of it. From the simplest things of watching old Western movies, eating popcorn, climbing up into your childhood treehouse with lights around it. He opens up this whole different world to Lizzie that she didn't even know exists. She didn't even know that it was possible for love to look as beautiful as it looks with him. And so it's like, I was just like, oh, I'm melting the entire time looking at this in the lines, some of the lines that David says. It is like, wow, y'all, it make you want to write them down, like, oh, please, can someone feel this? Can someone feel this for me, right? But the truth of the matter is, the one that is so in love with us, even more than any man can possibly love us that way, is our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, who gave his life for us. And so I am reminded of that. I am reminded of those sacrifices when I see this character, David, and the way that he really sweeps Lizzie off of her feet. And once again, this film is titled It Was Always You. And you can find it streaming right now on Hallmark Plus. But before I leave y'all for the day, let's go ahead and get into the scripture, right? And we are coming out of, let's see, 1 John chapter 3 verse 16, and it reads, "By this we know love, because he laid down his life for us, and we also ought to lay down our lives for the brethren." That's all I have for y'all for this video. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me and just listening to me go on and on, and all this like, oh, y'all just went off my feet every day, girl. But yes, y'all let me know in the comments how y'all doing, how y'all enjoying these reviews of different things, and what y'all would like to see. If there's anything, if this channel could be of any service to you all, let me know all of it in the comments. And until next time, may the Lord bless and keep you both now and forevermore.